Hello. Today I'm going to be addressing what's been going on with Dress to Impress lately, including this meet and greet and Lady Gaga event that went on, as well as the bee and ski drama in the Dress to Impress Discord server. Before I start, just know that everything I'm saying is true, transparent, and coming from my heart on how I feel, and I will be giving very strong opinions of my own. So please do not take any offense on any of this. Also, if you're younger than 13, I do not recommend that you watch this video. It is very, it's a very big topic about what's been going on with the situation in the Dress to Impress community, and there's been a lot of drama escalating with a lot of people. And anyone younger than 13 might not be able to handle what's been going on, especially emotionally, since this is such a big project and game. The first thing I want to point out are all these posters around the Dress to Impress servers. It says, join the meet and greet. And this was not in any way a meet and greet. This was a Q&A that they were typing in boxes. There was no voiceovers. There was nothing. And it was very disappointing because the people who did get to meet Lady Gaga was mostly just influencers and bigger content creators on TikTok and YouTube. I'm not saying how they did the competition is unfair. That was completely fair how they did that. But it is completely unfair that they chose only bigger content creators and influencers. It is unfair to the people who don't get that much views or likes to not be picked at all. Same with people who are not content creators in general. I think everyone should have had a chance to at least meet Lady Gaga in some shape, way, or form, whether that was she would hop servers every 5 minutes, you know? That way they at least would get a screenshot with her and say hi, and she say hi back. That should have been what it was, and unfortunately, it just wasn't. Either that or they should have worded it differently. This in no way was a meet and greet. It was a Q&A with Lady Gaga and Lana, which is good, but we were there for a whole 2 hours going back and forth with these text boxes. For what? Only to get a hat that you can go back in game and claim later and to get some special badges that a lot of people don't really care about? It's crazy. I will say though, I am not being ungrateful for the hat that we received. The hat is gorgeous. It is beautiful. I've made a video on TikTok styling it and on YouTube, of course. It is a beautiful hat. It is worth joining, obviously, and getting that. But was it worth sitting 2 hours? I don't know. If we knew that we had a week to claim it, I think that would be way better information. That way people don't have to spare a certain time when they probably actually needed to do something important, whether it was going to school, maybe cleaning, or going out somewhere that they wanted to do, instead of just wasting time on something that was 2 hours long just to have a whole week to redeem the item. The item itself is beautiful, and I am no way ungrateful for what the Dress to Impress community has done for Lady Gaga. It is absolutely beautiful. But the whole time, I was just there doing the abracadabra dance. I'm gonna be so for real. I was just doing the abracadabra dance, or I was doing poker face, as you can see right now on the screen in my gameplay. I was just doing that the whole time. And it's crazy that that's all I was doing with people who were in the server. Again, the whole thing with the voting and only 3 people winning was crazy because so much more people, content creators, deserve to win. For example, my friend Lucky, oh my god, he ate down on that challenge and he doesn't get as much views. And he deserves that chance, you know? And it's crazy because I feel like the Dress to Impress community didn't look deep down into all the contestants. They didn't look at every single video, which of course they're not going to look at every single video, but they didn't look at, a good amount of videos. They only paid attention to the people who have either more followers or people who get more views. Again, I love the Dress to Impress community and all the community members and all of that, but it just feels like they didn't pay much attention, which obviously it is their first really big, like, collab update other than the Charlie XCX update that they came out with. So that is completely understandable. Everyone makes mistakes. But the one I'm really upset about is B and Ski and a few other allegations that have been going on. So let's go ahead and talk about that. The whole B drama is just absolutely insane. Um, she made an apology after what happened, and if you don't know what happened, well, I will tell you. She was on Twitch doing her stream during the Lady Gaga event. A lot of people were confused, they didn't know what was going on, and most of these people were either little kids or young teenagers. And she was essentially yelling at these people and saying that they hated fun and that they were miserable and that they should just quit the game. And I'm like, what? I was so confused on why she was being so aggressive with these kids. I'm like, are you okay? Later, she did apologize, not only in the Dress to Impress server, but in her own server. Now, I am in her server, but it's just crazy because she did make a lot of young people cry, probably. And it's just not a good look on not just Dress to Impress, but Roblox either, even though Roblox is already in their own deep hole right now from a lot of situations that's been going on. And what's sad is these little kids were so happy and excited about this event, only to get yelled at by a community manager from the Dress to Impress team. Of course, after her apology, I will pop it up right here on the screen. It is very passive aggressive. I would like to take notice that she literally was like, okay, yep, this is a good enough apology for them. This will definitely not get me fired. That's kind of how I feel like she wrote this. Um, and it's just not okay. It was very passive aggressive, and she used the word we a lot as if trying to drag the whole Dress to Impress mods and leaders into her mess that she created. I don't really appreciate that at all. Now, of course, she made her own statement in her own Discord server. I'm in a Discord server because one of my friends invited me there to just check it out one time. And obviously, she made her own apology on there as well, which I will show up on the screen right now as well. This, again, it's very innocent like okay, sure, we all make mistakes and stuff, but again, you have to remember that this hasn't happened just once with B. This has happened multiple times, and it's like what is going on? And so it's very concerning what's been going on with B. Now, the whole thing with Ski is that he was another community manager as well with Dress to Impress, and apparently he was being T-phobic. That is all I can say on here without getting demonetized because I do not condone any of that on here. Whether it's in my own Discord server, TikTok, YouTube channel, anywhere, I do not condone any of it. So he was being T-phobic. He did not like tea apparently. So it was just very bad. Very, very bad situation. And so they fired him as well. They fired B as well because they do not condone aggressive things at all. Now, a lot of people are saying that the Dress to Impress community is only doing this to make themselves look different, to have people trust them again. And honestly, I don't think that at all. I think they actually understand the full extent of what has been going on, and they have every right to say what they said. Also, another thing about B is apparently she has been talking to little gummy bears. That's not okay. She is her own grown adult, she's her own woman, and talking to little gummy bears inappropriately is just not okay at all, period, point blank. It's just not okay at all to do, especially when you're your own grown adult. And it's okay to talk to little gummy bears when you need to, when you're for a game, like when you need to open up a ticket and you need to talk to them because they need help with something or they are confused about whatever's going on. That is okay. But when you're doing it inappropriately and very suggestfully, it's not okay at all to be doing that. Now, I know this happened years ago with B, but that does not matter. And a lot of people are saying that Dress to Impress overlooked that. They did. I'm fully 100% sure that they did not address that fully and very well. And that is okay. Everyone makes mistakes. They probably didn't even know about it. Because again, she didn't get fired from Royal High, guys. She dropped out after an event happened. So that was the Royal High drama. And it's just absolutely insane what's been going on. For the next few days, she has been on hiatus. I haven't seen her post anything. I haven't seen her online on TikTok or Discord or anything like that. She hasn't even changed her bio on TikTok or Discord yet. And that is insane. She needs to change it. She really needs to change it because she's no longer the community member for Dress to Impress. And honestly, it's a good thing. It is a very, very good thing. Now, another thing I do want to say is a lot of people are attacking B for doing these things because she is a T. She drinks tea. She's tea herself, let's say that. Okay. And that is okay. You can be that. You can be whatever you put your mind to. I don't care if you call yourself an alien and you cosplay as an alien every day for your life and you're a good person. I love you. I don't care what you wear, what you look like, who you are, what you go by. You are loved no matter what. But when you do things that's just not okay and it's just not good for the community or for the world, then that's when you're a bad person and that's when you need help, essentially. So again, I'm not hating on her because she is, herself. She is herself. That is fine, completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't like her for how passive aggressive she was to little kids and, people who love the game. It's just not okay. And all the other stuff that she did a few years ago, it's not okay. There was even a time where she was talking about how much she hated her life and all this other stuff. Well, to be fair, she can leave whenever she wants. If she needs a mental break, a mental year, whatever it is, that is completely fine. Everyone has those days and those moments, but it does not mean to try and take it out on little kids. It's just not. And so that's all I can really say about this situation. Obviously, I still love Dress to Impress. I'm not going to stop playing it, but I just hope that the Dress to Impress community gets better, that they heal, and that they figure out things in better ways, they word things better, and that this was just a little dilemma that they needed to learn. And with that being said, that's all I can really say. I hope everyone who's watching this has a good night, day, or evening, maybe even afternoon, and that you enjoyed this YouTube video. And that you're now a little bit more educated on what's been going on in the DTI field. And yeah, buy my condoms. Hi, it's me again. You thought that was the end of the video? Well, you're wrong. I want to say that during this situation, we all know it's a very hard time. That's why I'm doing a custom makeup giveaway. That's right, a custom makeup giveaway. All you need to do to enter is subscribe, like the video, and comment down below your Roblox username. And if you have Discord, please, please, please join my Discord server. The link is in the bio. If the link doesn't work, you can always add my Discord. The user is right here on the screen. Add me, DM me, and I will send you the link from then. Thank you, my condoms. Bye.